Hello and welcome to another update video on XRP. We're working here currently still on this sideways structure, this sideways consolidation pattern, labeled as possible wave 2. It is still a bullish structure I'm tracking here. The potential is still there that wave 4 bottomed, and so it is a rapid recovery and then sideways consolidation, which could provide the setup for higher prices. The altcoins are generally holding up quite well at the moment in Bitcoin's sell-off. And we're still holding the support area that we defined already in October, which is defined between $1.77 and $2.17. But it's simply a range. I mean, there isn't really any meaningful movement at the moment happening in the range. It really is simply a sideways consolidation pattern. Support is holding, and you can see that this is seen as a complex W, X, Y structure, and the Y wave is an A, B, C structure. And so, as I said over the last few days, there is still a potential that this C wave to the downside is actually still unfolding, potentially as a 5-wave move. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So we can see this as a complex correction where the Y wave is an ABC structure and the C wave is, as I said, still unfolding. The ideal target for this C wave would be the $1.98 level. That's the 100% extension of the A wave. So it's an ideal target, an ideal projection to 198, 199. And I mean, this is the zone. What we have to say is that the move down doesn't look particularly impulsive. I mean, this was a micro 5-wave move down, which is why we started to look short-term lower. We then had a bounce, and it did go lower, okay? But we're now also testing this micro support zone, which is between, well, we measure it based on the distance of the bounce from the November low to the recent high, and then the pullback, right? And this is the micro support zone between 216 and 225. So it's simply micro support we're testing here right now. And that's a relevant zone between 216 and 225, because if we get somehow a larger bounce, maybe even a direct breakout, even though that's not preferred from here, but if we get a larger bounce, it should be from here. So you see how the market is reacting to these micro support zone levels. But they are really just relevant on really the smallest time frames and degrees. What really matters is now for the bulls is actually that we get a proper breakout above resistance here. Yeah? So we want to move above 269 to 284. Yeah, we want to get a break above this larger resistance area. This is more meaningful than this micro resistance between 247 and 252 or anything else, right? This is the main zone because this is where we had all these previous swing lows from end of September, early September, and breaking above this initial zone would help to signal a larger recovery. So this is swing lows, and then also where the selling pressure started to come in on the 10th of October. It's a level we've been talking about for quite some time, guys. So I think as the weekend progresses and as we're getting closer to a weekly candle close for Bitcoin, expect some volatility. I think it's going to be quite a meaningful weekly close for Bitcoin. So we have to give it some room, and everything that happens actually below this red box here, the upper red box, is maybe meaningful in the very short term, but not really meaningful for the overall structure here. So literally, we need a break above the upper resistance box for a meaningful breakout signal to the upside. That's the update on XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then check out also our X channel for additional updates, news, and so on. You find a link in the comment section. And here we can also cover XRP regularly. Yeah, we do it. You'll get some video updates, other charts as well. So check it out if you're interested. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.